Hello. Welcome to Consciously Healthy. I'm Claire.
I'm Laura.
And today we're going to talk to you about getting healthy, which is a massive topic.
It is.
And I don't think we're going to cover it just in
No.
one video. No.
I feel a bit like a TV host.
Yeah, we haven't got those funny things in our ears.
No, that's true.
So getting healthy, the reason we're going to talk to you about this is because through our personal journeys and through our time in clinic, we have identified what we like to call our 10-step program to living in your full potential. And I do quite like to envisage it as a pathway with a pot of gold or something at the end. I don't know if there is a pot of gold.
Well, we will see.
We will see, because we're all
I think
just
there
on a
might
journey.
be.
Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah.
Or a really good pair of shoes or something. Anyway, so getting healthy, and like we said, it's a massive topic, but we're just going to break it down into some basics. So
Yes. So what does get healthy mean to you?
it's a really interesting question, because I think healthy to me these days looks very different to how healthy looked 15 years ago when I started on this journey. Back then it was just about losing weight and being as thin as I possibly could be, and that would then mean I was healthy. And actually, I mean, it's the thing my body resists doing the most, but actually that's not a sign of necessarily of me being healthy. There are much more important things to me now, like my menstrual cycle being regular and not being fatigued and having really good mental health stability and just the high brain function, and my skin's good, and they're the things that actually say to me that my body is healthy, provided that I'm following a lifestyle that actually allows those things. So eating right, exercising, positive affirmations. And you?
Well, I remember when I first started this health journey. God, it was about 10 or 15 years ago.
You weren't actually just 10.
No, maybe I was.
Just sounded like that.
It's been a long time, and I was very much around trying to get solutions to my symptoms. And if a symptom cleared up, then that was a sign that I was getting healthier. And I feel really different about that now, because yes, sometimes I do get symptoms and it's definitely trying to tell me something, and I'm really good at listening now. But actually getting healthy or being healthy is more like an everyday practice. And it's like a feeling. It's when I choose food, it's the food that nourishes me and makes me feel good inside, or it's exercise that makes me feel amazing, rather than that kind of sort of slaughtering myself at the gym kind of feeling. So I think being healthy is a really different place from when I first started.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, how our perspective of it changes as we go along the road. And I think a lot of, we see people in our clinic every day as well. Like, a lot of people put weight into the bracket, or perfect skin, or, something. But we see people in our clinic every day who are thin and unhealthy, or, just following an obsessive diet. And the other thing for me is that health is also about balance. It's not about being absolutely perfect and extremely disciplined, and well, we are disciplined in fairness, I don't mean that like myopic about what we eat, because that's not balanced and healthy. And the human body is designed to eat a massive spectrum of different foods, and so not being so obsessive, because that's actually not good for our mental health. So that's really changed for me, because for sure we have both been through the very restricted diets. But there are some things that come into it. So it is about eating good quality, wholesome, healthy food, back to basics, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think there's so many diets out there, and I'm fascinated with a lot of the new diets that are coming through, and we're going to cover things like paleo in future podcasts. But it's actually, I like diets that kind of strip clean eating, strip it back to basics. So it's more about wholesome food, get rid of anything that's processed, anything that's natural, that grows in the ground or comes from an animal or is an animal. I think is kind of a really basic way, a good basic way of eating.
I agree.
It suits a lot of people.
Saying that, there are a lot of foods that people are intolerant to. So I don't eat grains particularly.
I'm okay with some grains. I can't do wheat.
Yeah, and a wheat.
A lot of my clients can't do wheat either.
I can do rice. I can't do any other grains. They just don't sit right.
Yeah, IBS.
Oh, IBS. Just IBS Central.
We will be doing a podcast on IBS. It's a condition close to our hearts and our bellies.
And our small intestines. So yeah, I can't do that. And there are other foods that I just restrict, and I actually do have quite a lot of food intolerances. So I also think that something that's really useful is finding out what foods you're intolerant to. I think that's really useful, so that as you go through, you can just pick and choose food according to your intolerances. Another thing I think is really important in getting healthy is moving your body.
Yes.
And like you were saying, finding something you really enjoy doing, but not slogging it out at the gym, and if that doesn't suit you, or going running, or whatever it is you don't like doing, don't do it. That's a general rule.
We have very different forms of exercise. You seem to really thrive at the gym. And I thrive sitting. I find sitting's a really good exercise.
So unfair.
I do have a bit of a stretch as well. I do like a bit of yoga, but and a walk. I can do a good walk.
Whereas I have to do really power yoga, go to the gym 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Like really intensive swimming. We've just got back off holiday together, and there's Laura like this. And there's me with my proper swim cap on and my goggles and my swimsuit and like powering tumble turns.
But isn't that the beautiful thing? Different strokes for different folks. And I see so many of my clients who beast their bodies and produce so much adrenaline and cortisol, which is really unhealthy. So I think that's a really nice tip, is to choose an exercise that you have so much joy in. And something like dancing around the kitchen could be a really nice choice when it comes to exercise.
So is that our top tips then? So find the foods you're intolerant to and find exercise that works for you.
Yeah, go on then. That could be our top tips.
Okay then, they're the top tips for this week. We'll be back talking about some other stuff.
Tune in next week. I've always wanted to say that.